Right now, over 250 million people worldwide are living with a ticking time bomb inside their abdomen, and most of them have no idea. It starts silently. Fat builds up inside the liver cells, but then it escalates into something far more sinister. MASH. Metabolic dysfunction associated steatohepatitis. This isn't just a slightly fatty liver, this is an aggressive disease where the liver slowly scars, hardens, and destroys itself, leading to cirrhosis, cancer, and ultimate failure. For decades, medicine treated MASH like a localized fire. Doctors thought, the liver is sick, so we must attack the liver. But what if we were looking at the entirely wrong organ? What if the real killer isn't originating in the liver at all, but in the dark, acidic depths of your gut? Welcome back to Mind and Marvel, where science, survival, and the superhuman collide. Today we break down a medical breakthrough published by researchers at Michigan Medicine. Scientists have managed to reverse severe end-stage fatty liver disease, not by treating the liver, but by deploying a microscopic shield to repair the gut. To understand how this breakthrough works, you first have to understand the gut-liver axis. Think of your digestive tract as a major international border crossing, and your liver as the border control headquarters. Everything you eat passes through your gut. Your gut lining is an ultra-thin layer of epithelial cells, a fortress wall just one single cell thick. Its job is simple: let nutrients into your bloodstream, but block toxins, dangerous chemicals, and rogue bacteria from escaping. Imagine your gut lining as a brand new, high-tech window screen on a summer night. Air and breeze, nutrients, flow through easily. But mosquitoes and bugs, toxins, are kept strictly outside. Now imagine what happens if someone takes a pair of scissors and slashes holes all over that window screen. When that gut barrier breaks, you develop what scientists call gut permeability, or leaky gut. Toxins escape into the bloodstream, where they flow directly down a massive highway called the hepatic portal vein. And where does that vein dump its cargo? Straight into the liver. When the liver is bombarded with these escaping toxins 24 hours a day, it panics. It triggers massive immune responses, attracting aggressive killer immune cells called CD8+ T cells. These cells try to fight off the toxins, but instead they end up destroying healthy liver tissue. For years, scientists couldn't figure out what was cutting the holes in the window screen in the first place, until now. Led by Dr. Eugene Chen and Dr. Jifeng Zhang at the University of Michigan, researchers pinpointed the villain in this story, an overgrowth of a specific gut bacterium known as Clostridium perfringens. When your gut microbiome falls out of balance, Clostridium perfringens takes over. And this specific microbe has a terrible habit. It acts like an industrial chemical factory inside your belly, pumping out massive amounts of ammonia. Ammonia isn't just a byproduct, it's a caustic chemical. Think of household bleach or heavy-duty floor stripper. Now imagine dumping floor stripper onto that delicate window screen every single hour. The excessive ammonia corrodes the gut's epithelial lining. Once the lining degrades, the floodgates open. Microbial toxins and chemical waste pour into the portal vein. The liver gets poisoned, inflammatory cells go rogue, and MASH takes hold. For decades, we tried to put out the fire in the liver. But Clostridium perfringens was continually pouring gasoline on the floor from the room next door. This brings us to the discovery that is sending shockwaves through the medical world, an experimental compound designated as DT109. DT109 is a tripeptide, a tiny molecule made of 3 amino acids linked together. Because of its simple structure, it can be delivered directly into the gastrointestinal system. When researchers administered DT109 to test subjects suffering from severe advanced MASH, the results were astounding. DT109 didn't go to work on the liver first. It went straight to the gut. DT109 performs a double strike. It neutralizes the bad microbes. It slashes the population of Clostridium perfringens, halting the production of toxic ammonia at the source. It patches the barrier. It stimulates the gut wall to rebuild its tight junctions, effectively repairing the torn window screen. Without ammonia eroding the lining, the gut wall seals up tight. The toxic leak into the blood stops instantly. And then, something extraordinary happens to the liver. Deprived of the constant toxic influx from the gut, the liver finally gets a chance to breathe. The aggressive CD8+ T cells stand down, inflammation drops off a cliff, and the body begins the superhuman process of repairing itself. In animal models, including non-human primates, whose gut biology closely mirrors our own, DT109 didn't just halt MASH, it reversed it. Accumulated fat was metabolized, scar tissue stopped spreading, liver function restored to near normal levels. Imagine your house basement is flooding because a main water pipe burst upstairs. For years, you've been using a hand bucket to scoop water out of the basement, traditional liver drugs, but the basement stays flooded. DT109 doesn't scoop the water, it goes upstairs and turns off the main valve. The moment the leak stops, the floor dries out naturally. Because DT109 fixes the gut barrier, its healing potential stretches far beyond the liver. When toxins leak from a damaged gut, they don't just travel to the liver, they circulate throughout your entire cardiovascular system. This systemic inflammation is a primary driver of arteriosclerosis, the hardening and clogging of your arteries. In preclinical trials, DT109 also reduced arterial plaque formation and prevented vascular calcification. By sealing the gut, researchers simultaneously protected the heart. Medical science is now looking at DT109 and similar gut barrier therapies for conditions like inflammatory bowel disease, IBD, cardiovascular disease, chronic systemic inflammation. We are witnessing a fundamental paradigm shift in medicine, fixing the gut to heal the entire human machine. DT109 is currently moving toward human clinical trials. If successful, it could provide millions of people suffering from severe liver disease with a safe, life-saving therapy that treats the root cause, not just the symptoms. It turns out that survival doesn't always require complex genetic engineering. Sometimes it just takes 3 simple amino acids to patch the wall and let the body perform its own superhuman magic. What do you think about the gut-liver connection? Did you realize your gut health had such a direct impact on your liver and heart? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this deep dive fascinating, smash that like button, subscribe to Mind and Marvel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a breakthrough. Until next time, stay curious, stay healthy, and keep exploring where science and survival collide.